Hey there, my name is Jason Schmaltz. I'm an AMJ single pitch instructor, and today we're going to do a quick video on how to help your partner when they're climbing, when you're belaying from the top. You know, there's a lot of little tricks you can do when you have your friends out climbing that can just help them to get over a little crux section or get through a tough part without having to totally dismantle and take apart the whole anchor system or whatever. So we're going to go through 3 different scenarios, starting with the easiest to execute and going into the most complicated. And you can use them based on the situation that you're in. So as you can see, I have my climber, Devin, who's going to be kind of mocking our climber, and I'm belaying him from the top with the gree and guide mode, and then I'm on a clove hitch and a quad style anchor. So everything is locked, all my lockers are locked, and I've belayed him close to the top, and we're going to pretend that he's gotten to a tough part. So the easiest way, go ahead and weight the rope. So the first way to help your climber as they're climbing up, if they're in a small, crux section, maybe like 4 or 6 inches of help is needed, is what's called a vector pull. And this is really easy to do. I have my climber on belay with my gree. This is my brake hand that I'm pulling slack through. He's weighted the climber's end because he's on the crux. And to help him get through, I'm going to just take my foot and just step on the rope. And you can see that pulls him up just enough to maybe unweight the rope. Go ahead and unweight. Unweight the rope, and then I can pull that slack up, and then he can continue climbing. The key thing for the vector pull is that you're just getting them through maybe one move, and then they can unweight the rope. If they can't unweight the rope, and then you take your foot off the vector, they're just going to go back to where they are. So make sure that you kind of understand the crux that they're in. It helps when you can see the climber. Okay, the second way to help a climber who's on a crux section or at a hard part is to do what's called an assisted pull. The advantage of the assisted pull is even though the climber may not be climbing through the crux section, they're still participating in getting through the crux section using the rope. So it helps if you're trying to build confidence with your partner or with a friend or with kids, that they're still actively participating through getting through the tough part of the climb, and they have a sense of accomplishment. So the way that goes is, again, I have my brake end pulled tight. I'll go ahead and go hands free. You don't necessarily have to do this, but I found that it just makes it a little bit easier than trying to keep my brake on the hand, or my hand on the brake. And what I'll do is I'll take slack that I've already taken up, enough to get it down to where the climber is. So I'm going to toss this to Devin. Nice. So you can see why you want to go hands free in order to make a good toss down. I don't want to have to be worried about keeping one hand on the rope, and I can get out the right amount of slack that I need. So Devin, go ahead and clip that loop that I tossed you into your belay loop with a locking carabiner and screw it shut, or screw it locked. Okay, so now that Devin has the loop that I just threw down to him locked in his carabiner, it's important to understand how you're going to use this. You can basically use this as an assisted 3-to-1 advantage, only we're both going to be participating in the haul. So Devin is going to pull on the side of the rope that I tossed down that's going back up to the gree. Okay, so you're going to pull on this one, okay? I'm going to pull on the side that's coming up and going to the slack pile. Okay, and so as we pull, I'll get more material in my end, and I can put it in the slack pile as he ascends. Before I do that, I'll go ahead and take this knot out and pull the rope tight. So now let's watch how easy it is for us to both participate in the 3-to-1 and pull him up. So go ahead and try to weight the rope. Yeah, weight it fully and pull yourself. See how easy that is? Nice. So you can see how we're working together, and he's feeling like he's part of the process versus just getting hauled up by the guide or by the expert climber. One thing to keep in mind on the assisted 3-to-1 is that you really need to be kind of directly above the climber. It doesn't really work on like traverse pitches or pitches that are out to the side, and also doesn't work on pitches where you can't see the climber because of an overhang or something like that. They kind of have to be close to you. And since you're usually using this with kids or inexperienced climbers, that should be a good fit normally. If you're having to assist someone on a hard overhang with that technique, then probably shouldn't be doing that climb to begin with. Okay, the last technique to help a stranded climber is to do a 3-to-1 haul. This is when you can't really see the climber, or you can't get them a rope, or they don't want to participate, and they have to get past a decent amount of distance of a crux before they can start climbing again. So the good thing about belaying with the gree-gree is that you already have your progress capture set up, and now you just have to set up your prusik for the 3-to-1. So I'll take out a prusik loop. I like to just do an auto block just because that's faster than doing a full-on prusik. Okay, and that's grabbing. So I have the auto block on the climber's rope, or the rope going down to the climber, and then I take the back side of the gree-gree and I put it through this carabiner. Okay, and it's okay to only use an auto block here because it's not safety critical. This is just helping. The safety critical part is up here in the anchor system. Okay, so I'll move this down as far as I can. Okay, and now that I got the 3-to-1 set up, I can pull Devin up by myself using the 3-to-1 mechanical advantage. So here we go. Go ahead and weight the rope as hard as you can. Nice. And as the prusik or auto block comes up to me where I can't pull anymore, I need to slide it back down so I can continue to pull. And that's why it's advantageous to do an auto block or another hitch that's a little bit looser, because I can move that down faster without it biting really hard like a prusik would. So here we go for the second round. You can see the further down I can get it, the more leverage I can get on the pull. Okay, slide it all the way down and pull Devin up. Okay. So as you can see, there's a lot of advantages with belaying from the top and being able to help your climber quickly. A lot of times I'll try to set up belays from the top, not just to be able to help my climber, but also to be able to take awesome pictures and be able to manage the site a lot more efficiently. If I'm going to clean this anchor because nobody else in my party knows how to, I don't have to climb the route twice. I can just climb it once and then lower down. I hope you found this video helpful on quick ways to help a fellow climber on an outing. And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them below. I'll try to get to them as quickly as possible. And like and subscribe to our channel. Hey, I'll see you out on the crag. Nice. Sweet.